The amount of inequality between women and men has improved undoubtedly over the last 100 years or so, but it is still a major American societal and cultural issue. Man's resistance to fully embrace women is an age old problem that seems to never really resolve itself. People would like to give modern society credit for the ability to progress past the 1920s, but the issues are not gone, just maybe more concealed. There are many examples to point to where man puts a woman below themselves. Um, One example of inequality on a business level is the vast difference of executive level positions between men and women. In 2017, only 32 CEOs on the Fortune 500 list of most profitable companies were women. So that's 32 of 500. This is this is ridiculous. You can't realistically rationalize a 6% rate of CEOs in the high level companies being female. That really, there's no way that that's just a coincidence. This is a blatant evidence of an underlying bias against women. Another example of inequality on a consumer level is the fact that 42% of the time women have to pay more for their version of a product. And people are going to say or pretend that these products are more costly to make, but we are talking about comparable products in this statistic. Companies will design products for women and upcharge significantly because it's culturally accepted and learned that women have to pay more for products. Um, some companies will just color a product a feminine color and make it more expensive, which seems crazy to think that it is okay to do that. There are so many other issues to mention, but I'm going to stop there. These inequalities are related to the issues in the 20s because they seem to stem from countless generations ingraining it into their children's minds that men are superior to women. Nowadays, people do not explicitly say that to kids, but our actions insinuate that sentiment. I think it will take major efforts by society as a whole to escape this unequal mindset. We made significant progress in the 20s with the amendment, and I wish I saw more progress like that today. Issues like illegalizing safe abortions just make it seem like American men do not want to give up this unfair advantage. It is wrong now, and it was wrong 100 years ago too. We're making comparisons between time periods because we seem to make the same mistakes repeatedly over time. And on to the second question, the prohibition obviously it was clearly a failure, proven by the fact that it was reversed so quickly. It is similar to the war on marijuana and drugs overall because of the attempts by American society to demonize these substances. While alcohol is undoubtedly unhealthy and potentially dangerous, illegalizing it does not eliminate consumption of it. When you put stricter laws around certain activities, you just enhance people's desire to do the opposite. Look at these topics compared to extremely strict parents, for example. The children of strict households often rebel much harder than other kids. And that's just something you see all the time. Um, what makes our present issue with marijuana so laughable is the fact that it is not that dangerous and possibly has health benefits in the end. People will always argue that the drug itself causes the problem, but the truth is only overconsumption causes problems. People are the root of problems on the topic of substance use, not the other way around. There's evidence that decriminalizing some drugs actually has a positive effect on society in many ways. Other nations have seen these rewards, but America remains in the mindset that all drugs are awful, period. Um, Marijuana is not at all comparable to hard drugs like heroin or cocaine. And that's an important distinction to make. This is a non addictive drug that has caused very little illegal activity outside actually like the fact that people are using it, which is illegal, and owning it, which is illegal, or moving it, which is illegal, the things that we're trying to change. people should not be demonizing marijuana, and I believe that to be true for alcohol as well. Um, the more regulations you create, the more problems arise. It's not always true, but it's usually true. And as I mentioned earlier, America is repeating a mistake here. We should not be treating marijuana as we did alcohol, because we can see how bad that failed the first time. Our prison system is overrun with non-violent drug offenders. For what reason? Um, it doesn't make sense. It's unproductive and regressive to society. It's also funny in a way that we are okay with alcohol much more than we are with marijuana, even though alcohol is clearly more harmful. That's just a weird thing that we do in today's society. Um, it does not make a lot of sense, but not making sense is common in American society and the legal system.